Hi, Space Marines, Square. The 6.0 Data Vault update comes with a whole lot of quality of life improvements and brand new features. In this extensive patch notes, you will find all the details about this update. In order, we will detail... Holy cow, they actually have like a... yeah, they actually organized this pretty well. The new features, Battle Barge, PvP map, we know, Biovore, emote system, definitely have to try that out. Armory data refinement, new PvE difficulty, absolute, FOV slider, opt-in PvP crossplay, new finishers, additional mastery of full weapon progression, quick match bonus XP, Salamander, Raven Guard, gameplay balancing, yes. Perk updates, alright, let's get into it. 6.0 update, new features, Battle Barge. Yeah, we know about the Battle Barge, we know about the Tomb, we know about the Biovore. The emote system, I'm not too sure about yet because I haven't played the game, not sure how to do it. Armory data refinement, PvE absolute difficulty, FOV slider. New finishers, 1 for Zoanthropes, 2 for Rubric Marines, and 1 for Scarab Occult Terminator. All right. Additional mastery for full progression. Oh, so we're getting an extra point for our weapons, which is nice because that will help us, tackle absolute difficulty. Cosmetics, yes. Customization. Bug fixes on customization. Fixed a bug with Pauldron Emblem from the Dark Angels DLC not having a color option. Alright. Fixed a bug, Champion's Backpack, that calls incorrect coloration after switching. Fixed a bug where loading into a match while previewing a locked piece of armor could result in this piece being equipped. Darn. This was a bug that I covered in one video a long time ago where people were able to get, they were able to unlock pieces without actually unlocking them. Gameplay and balancing. All right, this is the big stuff. Tactical perks. Yeah, let's see. Class perk updates. Balance-wise, the focus of this update was to review perk trees of all classes. There were clear outsiders that didn't get picked. While there's some nerfs in the list, the vast majority of changes are buffs that should benefit different playstyles. Okay, so that's huge. I did kind of guess that they were going to nerf things, though. But, okay, so the vast majority of changes are buffs that should benefit different playstyles. That's nice. Honestly, I'll take more build variety over anything, pretty much. With the next patch, we will be focusing on weapon perks and weapon class restrictions. So we are focusing on class perks with this update. Is that what this says? Next patch, so that could be in a couple months. Overall, fixed damage bonuses from Allspock scan perks stacking incorrectly. Note, we found that several scan perks that were not stacking correctly when used together. This had to be fixed to ensure functionality. We will be watching for scan and we will make adjustments in the future if this fix makes the ability not as effective as it originally was. Okay, this is not a good note. I have to say this is not a good note. You should detail out exactly what was wrong with scan, not just say, hey, scan wasn't stacking correctly. So I assume some stacks were like multiplicative and then other stats were like additive, basically. And they probably just reorganized that so it didn't just, multiply the damage by a lot for scan. However, I don't know. This could just be a scan nerf, you know what I mean? I don't like this. I don't like this note. I'm gonna have to, push back on that a little bit. This feels like a scan nerf. Heightened vigor. So this is definitely a perk for tactical. Knockback immunity effect duration increase from 5 to 10 seconds. Okay. For a perk? That's interesting. Added melee and gunstrike bonus damage effect. Ooh. Well, that's good. That's really good. All right, I'll take that. Communion of Fire, recoiler reduction bonus increase from 20 to 25%. Additive range damage bonus effect against extremist level enemies. Okay, so yeah, it helps out the recoil, but now you get more damage. I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. Okay, so maybe they're nerfing things because they're buffing a lot of things. Close targeting. The perk effect has been reworked. The new version is when scan is in cooldown, melee damage increases by 15%. From when scan is in cooldown, melee damage increases by 50. Oh, so now when scan's in cooldown, you're just getting more melee damage for tactical. That's really good. The tactical is going to be a strong melee class. This perk was originally intended to be used to crush hordes, but we decided to expand its effect to other enemies, lowering the bonus a bit to avoid overpowering it. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. Signal Jammer added an effect of it automatically killing an enemy who tries to call for reinforcements. Okay, that's cool. The original perk was not very effective. We wanted to add some greater utility to it. Yeah, that's greater utility, I'll tell you that much. Plasma Boost, activation threshold lower from 50%, 30%. Bonus damage increased from 30% to 40%. Added an effect to reduce the energy cost of charged shots by 1. So plasma weapons are going to be strong. Holy cow, all right. Steady aim. The perk effect has been reworked. The new version is weapon spread and recoil is reduced by 20%, and range damage against terminus level enemies is increased by 10% from recoil is reduced by 10%. All right. Aligned aim. Fix the typo. The state of the perk provides 5% bonus instead of the actual 15%. All right. So aligned aim isn't buffed. It is not buffed. It is just fixed. All right. Noted. That's interesting. Improved efficiency. Change the perk activation condition from scanning 20 enemies with one scan. Restores equipment charge to scanning 10%. Scanning 10 enemies or 3 Majorous. Restores equipment charge by 1. This is a great perk, but we found that it performed worse on higher difficulties and against chaos in particular. The new effect should fix that difference. Dude, this perk change. So far, I'm extremely happy. I'm like halfway through tactical, and at least oh jeez, that's a lot of perks that were changed. But okay, yeah. So tactical's getting some big buffs here, man. Expert timing, bonus damage reduced from 100% to 75%. Fixed incorrect perk effect, reducing zone's duration instead of mark's duration. This perk type performed much better than we originally planned, especially with the bug that was causing incorrect stacking of damage of multiple perks. Oh, okay, so expert timing was probably bugged. So we want to try nerfing its bonus damage a bit while buffing adjacent perks. It should provide more build options to experiment with. All right, yeah, that makes sense. Radiating impact. Increase perks damage from 75 to 100. Increase perks radius from 5 to 10. Added effect radius. Added damage scale by difficulty. Nice. So radiating impact is going to be really strong on higher difficulties, 100%. Damage dealing perks previously did not scale with difficulty. We plan to keep this to make enemies harder, but we found that on higher difficulties, these perks rarely made a significant contribution. So now several of these perks will have higher damage as difficulty increases. Nice. Versatility. Bonus damage, 20 to 25. Okay. Emperor's Vengeance. Fixed restoring grenades. Oh, so this is a hardcore grenade launcher nerf. Fixed restoring grenades. Now restores 1 grenade per activation. Be careful with your grenades, guys. Unfortunately, restoring a full set of grenades every 30 seconds was never intended to be the case and has proven disastrously. Oh my god, disastrously. I don't know. I can't do it. Disastrously effective. We understand that this will significantly nerf the perk, and we will be watching if this makes it less popular. Doubt it. Target lock. Bonus damage increased from 25 to 75. Precise calibration. Fixed a bug. Concentrated fire. Bonus damage from 100% to 120. The duration of scan zone is now extended by 40%. All right. So some nerfs, some buffs. Still, it adds a bit of build versatility. I will take it. Assault. Okay, so now we're here at Assault. Winged Fury, bonus damage. Wow, okay, I literally just made a video about that. Overcharge, bonus damage. Oh yeah, Winged Fury went from 25% to 40%. Bonus damage for Overcharge, 15% to 25%. So the melee perks on Assault were buffed. Retribution, bonus damage increased from 15% to 25%. Effect duration increased from 10 to 20 seconds. Okay. Ascension, added damage scale by difficulty. Okay, cool. Armor reinforcement, fixed incorrect armor restoration and updated localization to be better reflect the intended effect of the perk. 1 armor segment restored per non-lethal gun strike. Initially, the armor restoration effect was equal to the finisher, which allowed this perk to restore all armor on any gun. Jeez. So armor reinforcement was tactically nerfed. Consecutive execution cooldown reduced from 180 to 90 seconds. The perk no longer goes on cooldown when a player has full pack of equipment. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a fix. Proven efficiency. Bonus damage reduced from 50 to 30%? Really? This perk has performed much better than we originally planned, so we want to try nerfing its bonus damage a bit while buffing the adjacent strategic strikes perk. Squad cohesion should be pretty great as is. It should provide more build options to experiment with. All right. Yeah, fine. Aerial Grace, bonus damage 25% to 30. Effect duration increase from 5 to 10 seconds. Okay. Vanguard perks. Moving target. Damage reducing bonus increase from 1 to 2% by attack. Maximum bonus increase from 15 to 20%. The time for the next attack has been increased from 3 to 5 seconds. This time no longer counted during finisher animations. All right. Retribution, bonus damage increase from 20 to 25%. Effect duration increase from 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, some of these perks, I'm not too sure what they are. Hey, maybe that's the point, is I should know what these perks are, but I don't know them because I'm using the same perks over and over again. Restless Fortitude, damage reducing bonus increase from 10 to 20%. That said, Vanguard is my least played class. Vanguard and Sniper, actually. Interesting. So Vanguard is getting a little bit tankier. Restless Fortitude, reducing bonus increase from 10 to 20%. Zone of Impact, increased perks damage from 20 to 50. Increased perks radius from 5 to 10. Added damage scale by difficulty. Zone of Impact, I'm pretty sure, is when you use the grapple, you do like a little impact damage to everything. So, hey, Zone of Impact might be good. Thrill of the Fight, damage reducing bonus. Increase from 15% to 20%. Effect duration increase from 3 to 5 seconds. Tactical Prowess. Now it also allows Grapple Launcher to activate finisher on enemies who have less than 25% HP. Okay. How am I supposed to know if they have less than 25% HP? Without this perk, the Grapple Launcher can do it only with incapacitated enemies. All right. Grapple Launcher has had a hidden mechanic this whole time. When used on an incapacitated enemy, Vanguard will automatically activate a finisher. Yes, I knew that. It is not a life-important feature, but pretty neat in combat. We would like to highlight it with this perk. All right. Close Combat Focus. This perk has been reworked. The new version is you take 20% less range damage from you take 20% less melee damage with 10% more range damage. Okay, what? So they just completely reworked. Anyway, Close Combat Focus, 20% less range damage. Hey, that's fine. I don't really need an explanation on that, to be honest. Consecutive Execution, cooldown reduced from 180 to 90. This perk no longer goes on cooldown when a player has a full pack of equipment. Unmatched Zeal, health regeneration bonus increase from 5 to 20%. Perk now works against Terminus level enemies as well. Cool. Shockwave, added damage scale by difficulty. I'll take that. Any perk that says added damage scale by difficulty immediately needs to be tried out on Absolute. Tenacity, bonus damage increased from 25% to 40%. Effect duration increased from 10 to 15 seconds. The cooldown was removed. Whoa, okay, that might be a huge buff. Grim Determination, increased bonus damage from 10% to 15%. Dude, Vanguard has a whole handful of buffs. Emperor's Blessing, cooldown is reduced from 180 seconds to 120 seconds. The Emperor appreciates her hard work in exterminating the enemies of humanity and now grants his blessing a little bit more frequently. Cool, appreciate it. Upper Hand, effect duration increased from 5 to 10 seconds. Conviction, damage reducing bonus increased from 15% to 25%. Inner Fire, added condition of finishing major level enemies or higher to activate the perk. This is a good perk in both terms of effect and balance, but finishing off very weak enemies allowed the ability to restore too effectively, so we added a limitation here. Inner Fire has been nerfed. Who saw that coming? No, seriously, it's fine. This is fine. Just execute majors. You can get the bonuses. I actually agree with this change. This is a fine change. Collateral damage, increased perks damage from 5 to 10. Added damage value to perk description. Added damage scale by difficulty. Collateral damage, scale by difficulty. Gonna be good. Adrenaline Rush, health restoration is reduced from 10 to 5%. Oh my god, dude. That should be fine. I gotta be honest, that should be fine. As long as you can kill majors fast, you should be good. Considering all the other damage buffs, yeah, you should still be able to restore your health fine with this perk. This perk is still gonna be used. But yeah, let's see their note here. This is a great perk, but unfortunately it allows experienced Vanguards to solo all their problems and leave their team to be torn apart by the enemy. Our test shows that even despite significant numerical reduction, this is a very, very strong perk, and as always, we'll be watching to see if this perk is nerfed too much. Huh. I gotta say, I don't like this reason. I agree with the change, but I don't like this reason. Because it's like, it allows experienced Vanguards to solo all their problems and leave their team to be torn apart by the enemy. Were Vanguards really just running off and doing whatever they want that often? And will this change really change much? Maybe. We will see. But Adrenaline Rush has been nerfed. So, Sniper perks. Now I'm excited because today I'm going to be playing a lot of Sniper. Camo Cloak class perk, starting perk, added bonus damage value to perk description. Alright, Iron Grip. The perk effect has been reworked. The new version is weapon spread and recoil is reduced by 20%, and range damage against Terminus level enemies is increased by 50% for Bolt Sniper and Stalker bolt rifles. Okay, so otherwise it was just reducing recoil, but now it's reducing recoil and adding extra damage to Terminus. That's good. That's really good. Oh, I will be using that. Purification now also restores all contested health when manually activating Camo Cloak. Alright. Persistence added heavy hit protection and knockback reduction effects. Effect duration increased from 5 to 10 seconds. Okay. Wait. Let's go back on Purification. Now also restores all contested health when manually activating Camo Cloak. So Camo Cloak just turned into a heal? That's huge. What? That's so big. Oh my god. And then you could also... Oh yeah, okay. That's huge. Melee Mastery, bonus damage increased from 10 to 20%. Alright, melee snipers on the menu, boys. Vantage Point now also works on secondary weapons. Cool, is that the thing where you, like, stay still and get more damage? Because if so, I'm not even sure if it works. Dexterous Hands, reload speed, 15 to 20. Added Bolt Carbine, spread, and recoil reduction effects. Alright. Precision Targeting, spread reduction bonus increased from 20 to 25. Added a range damage bonus effect against extremist level enemies. Let's go, dude. Sniper has a lot of good changes, dude. Efficient Readiness now also provides a 10% movement speed boost effect while Camo Cloak is active. Note, this was an effect we wanted to try out initially but only managed to do now. Use it to reposition yourself and strike down enemies, but not to abandon your teammates. Okay. Fair enough. But I do like the movement speed. Adaptability, bonus damage increased from 15% to 25%. Effect duration from 5 to 10 seconds. Tactical Ambush, bonus damage increased from 100% to 150%. Okay. That's the melee perk out of camo. So melee snipers on the melee snipers on the menu, boys. Ambush, cooldown reduced from 30 to 25 seconds. Pattern of Excellence, reduced the number of consecutive headshots required to activate the perk from 4 to 3. Okay. Yeah, a lot of, honestly, I gotta say, even though we're getting some nerfs here, a lot of the changes are good changes. Very, very good changes. Heavy perks. Enhanced Force. The perk effect has been reworked. The new version is melee damage increases by 30%. Damage from charged melee attacks increases by 20%. Melee damage increased by 30%. Melee heavies on the menu, boys? Maybe? We like the possibility to cover heavies' almost only weakness, melee combat, with perks, so we decided to significantly improve this perk. Encompassing Aegis, damage reducing bonus increased from 20 to 25. Adamant Will, effect duration increased from 5 to 10 seconds. Saving Grace added full armor restoration effects. Selflessly saving your allies is a noble act that should be rewarded more than an ability charge used for it. Okay, cool. Offensive capability, increased perks damage frequency, added damage scale by difficulty. Consecutive execution, cooldown reduced from 180 to 90. This perk no longer goes on cooldown when a player has a full pack of equipment. Field adjustment, Iron Halo durability reduction charge from 30 to 25%. Cool. Coolant reserve, added 15% bonus damage effect. Wow, that's huge. Auxiliary ammunition fixed incorrectly working cooldown. Okay. Strategic stand. Sorry, it's still very early for me. I'm still waking up. Added heavy hit protection and knockback reduction effects. Power regulator. Iron Halo charge drain reduction changed from 15% to 20%. Wrath of the Imperium increased perks damage from 50 to 100. Increased perks damage from 50 to 100. Radius increased from 5 to 10. Added damage scale by difficulty. Yes, worth it. Wrath of the Imperium scales with difficulty now. Conversion field. Fix a typo that stated the perk worked at 100 meters instead of the actual 10 meters. Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Sure, it was too good to be true, but we will be watching this perk in case it needs buff. Alright, I will still be using this perk, but yes, 10 meters is something I needed to be aware of. Be close to your teammates as heavy. Bulwark perks. Overall, a few perks have been swapped. Note, we noticed that players were making the same build for Bulwark with some minor differences. Swapped 2 pairs of perks to provide players with more build options, making the perk sets and tiers more versatile. That's fair enough. But yeah, this is going to be a painful read, I bet. Conviction. Effect duration increased from 5 to 10. Armor of Contempt. Added damage scale by difficulty. Focus Restoration, renamed from Reinforced Ceramite. This perk has been reworked. The new version is every 40 seconds, all squad members automatically restore 1 armor segment. What? Instead of the passively regenerate number. Wow, okay. Every 40 seconds, all squad members automatically restore 1 armor segment. I like this. I like this a lot. I don't need an explanation. Concussive Force, increased perks damage to 200%. Purity of Purpose, increased perks damage frequency. Added damage scale by difficulty. All right. Intimidating Aura, added cooldown 5 seconds. Added damage scale by difficulty. So Intimidating Aura is now going to be worth it in higher difficulties. This perk has been performing incredibly well on lower difficulties. With damage scale should be adjusted for higher difficulties. It should be just as powerful on higher difficulties. All right. We did not want to reduce the damage of this perk, so we decided to add a small cooldown only to prevent spamming it. All right, Steel Within, damage reducing bonus increase from 25 to 30%. Rapid Regeneration, Chapter Banner. Chapter Banner duration reduction is changed from 5 seconds to 10 seconds. Wow, they buffed Rapid Regeneration. It might be worth it. I still liked it, but yeah, it's gonna be strong. Merciless Resolve added 15% damage, 15% bonus melee damage effect. Cool. Glory Shield fixed the typo in description, which did not specify the range damage type. Damage reducing bonus increased from 10 to 20%. Added 20% bonus to banner's duration. Glory Shield's gonna be very strong. Forward Momentum bonus damage increased from 25% to 30%. Effect duration increased from 5 to 10 seconds. Scrambled Targeting, damage reducing bonus increased from 20% to 25. Armor Reinforcement, fix incorrect armor restoration. Updated localization to better reflect the intended effect of the perk. 1 armor segment restored per non-lethal gun strike. Yes, the armor perks are... Oh my god, I see it, I see it. Effective Formation now works against extremists, which is nice, but here's the big one. Invigorating Icon, added effect of slowing by 100% the recharge time of the banner twice longer. Not sure what they're saying here. It does say, I was expecting a nerf, but I'm not. Yeah, let's just read the note here. We have noticed that this perk often encourages players to hold off on using banner until the very last resort. We like this change in strategy, but the perk itself makes banner overpowered, so we want to tone it down so that it requires more thoughtful timing when activating ability. I still have no idea what they mean by added effect of slowing by 100% the recharge time of the banner. Oh my god, no, the banner cooldown is going to be longer if you have Invigorating Icon? Alright, nothing Inner Fire won't fix. Oh my god. There we go. Oh my god, man. This could make people mad, but honestly, I'm not that mad about it. Invigorating Icon was by far one of the strongest perks in the game. I was going to say the strongest perk, but there's other perks out there that are very powerful as well. But for Bulwark, this was definitely Bulwark's strongest perk. Sheesh, dude. Sheesh. It's still going to be used. It's still going to be used, but I'm going to hold off an opinion on this until I try it. But yeah, I'm not surprised. Inspiration, bonus damage increased from 10 to 20%. All right, I gotta say, this is definitely gonna do a lot to help Bulwark's build diversity, 100%. The build options for Bulwark are going to be a little bit stronger. I feel like build options for everybody is gonna be stronger. Weapon perks, contingency plan, multi-melta heavy bolter, heavy plasma incinerator, fix incorrect numbers in perks description. Elite restoration perk, fix incorrect display of enemy class in perk description. So they're not really telling us much here. Oh, hey, melee weapons update. Hey, let's go. Okay, perfect block, all melee weapons. We think blocking weapons were almost in a good spot. This is a significant buff that should make blocking weapons more viable versus chaos enemies because they don't have a lot of melee combos, making it difficult to gain full damage bonus from blocking weapons. Adrenaline surge stacks needed for maximum effect are decreased to 2! Dude, holy cow, it only takes 2 perfect blocks to get the Adrenaline Surge max stacks now. Dude, blocking is going to be insanely strong. Let's go, dude. Dude, we've already talked about how blocking was going to be like practically meta if it had any more buffs, and yeah, this is definitely the buffs I'm looking for. Armor recovery for maximum effect is decreased from 2 to 1. Aw, never mind. Armor recovery for maximum effect is decreased from 2 to 1. So now you block 2 and you get 1 armor back, but you still get the damage bonus. Not too sure if this was necessary, but all right, we're gonna have to try out blocking. This is hardly a buff, man. This is like a mini buff. Hey, Power Fist mentioned. Power Fist is one of the least popular melee weapons despite being one of the coolest. And they have a fist bump right there. We're making it more practical in combat by extending its AoE damage and making it easier to charge. And I don't see anything about PvE only. Maximum charge time reduced from 3.9 to 2.5. So it charges faster. I like that. Hold attacks can now be partially charged. It used to be 1 charge for full damage bonus, but now it's 2 quicker charges for 50% smaller bonuses. Forward cone damage distance is increased to 10 meters, making it more viable in mid-range. Oh, wait. This block... okay, look, I gotta say. I think this blocking update for the Power Fist is PvP. Is PvP, you know, yeah, it's PvP related. Because right here it says Firearms, PvE only. Bolters. While bolter weapons are finding their spot in the game, we are making another round of bolter weapon buffs. Bolt rifle, base damage increased by 8%. Auto bolt rifle, base damage increased by 6%. Dude, this is so nice. This is so nice. Heavy bolt rifle, base damage is increased by 5%. Bolt carbine, SMG. Base damage increased 7%. Bolt carbine, base damage increased by 5%. That's the marksman version. Oculus, base damage increased by 10%. Instigator bolt carbine, base damage increased by 5%. Stalker bolt rifle, base damage increased by 7%. Bro, you guys are going to buff the Stalker and not the... oh, no, right here. Sorry. Heavy bolt rifle buff by 5%. My bad. I thought that was a heavy bolter. That's huge. Those are huge buffs. Grenade launcher rebounds. Previously, the Artificer and Relic damage values were set incorrectly with a combination of buggy damage bonuses stacking from the scan. This resulted in insane damage values. While the damage reduction looks big on paper, you can still obliterate entire waves with grenade launcher. However, with changes below, you won't be able to one-shot bosses anymore. Yeah, that's fair. And a little bit of exaggeration, it wasn't really one-shot bosses, it was like 4 or 5-shot bosses. Reduce the damage amount of the grenade launcher from 25, 100, 100 to 25, 50, 75. All right. Equipment. These changes are made to make the Terminus enemies more resistant to explosive damage. Stop. Oh, so they cannot be killed by grenade launcher. Bro, the grenade launcher got grenades overall nerfed. I'm so mad. This is a bad change. This is a bad change. I'm sorry, but no way. Oh yeah, okay. In return, we are buffing equipment damage to make it viable against Terminus. Okay, that's fine. I still, but all right. Melta damage buff. Melta increased from 200 to 221. Reverted reduced damage to bosses introduced in okay, so that's a huge Melta buff. That's a huge Melta buff. So they reverted the reduced damage from the last patches. Crack grenade damage buff. Increased crack grenade damage from 110 to 120. Crack grenades are buff. Very nice. Ballistic explosive sensitivity rebalance. Change ballistic sensitivity to equipment and grenade launcher from 0.4 to 0.25. Holy cow, man. That's a lot of stuff, man. That is a lot of stuff. There's a lot to test out. Gameplay quality of life. Kick votes can no longer be launched in final stages of an operation. Grapple launcher ability. Incapacitated enemies that were hit by grapple launcher, which allows Vanguard to automatically finish off an enemy upon landing, can no longer be finished off by players while Vanguard is being pulled. Vanguard can no longer take damage when pulled to an enemy. Well, that's huge. Jump pack fixed a bug with assault flying up after using jump pack in some cases. What? Fixed a bug where a character could hit the air when performing a ground pound in story mode in some cases. Okay. Alright. Other, fix an issue. Gunstrike may get canceled during usage. Fix a bug where the heavy class couldn't turn off Iron Halo. Okay. They fixed the Iron Halo bug. Fix a rare issue where parry was pressed at the exact same time as a melee attack. No action would take place. Oh, weird. PvP match ending added short delay, smooth fade in, heavy bug activated at the death, fixed a rare bug where Iron Halo was not disabled, fixed a issue. Yeah, okay, so PvP related bugs fixes. Okay, cool, I'll take it. I'm trying to read these fast, but I can't really see anything that's too noteworthy, to be honest. Infinite loading screen fix. AI sympathetic shock and AI friendly fire damage now scales with difficulty. The boss were buffed. Biotitan reduced damage sensitivity to normal weapons. You can still damage it. What? Zoanthrope and Neurothrop gunstrike. Perfectly dodging Zoanthrope and Neurothrop beam attacks will now trigger gunstrikes. Okay, that's huge. This is a way to approach Zoanthrope and Neurothropes with melee, but you just need a perfect beam attack dodge. Neurothrop fix a bug where Neurothrop would freeze in the air. Carnifex added more variations to his AI reactions to getting hit. Fix an issue that would make Carnifex stay idle when getting shot. Tyranid Lash Whip. Fix a rare issue making the enemy enter idle state during combat after getting hit. Enlightened. Dodge desirability and cooldown are increased. Now it will use dodge less frequently, likely when it's under aim, and will dodge rarely. Explosive spear attack damage reduced, so yeah, holy cow. The disc shamans were nerfed. Rubric flamer, okay. Slightly increased time for players to react to flame attacks, so flame attacks a bit slower. Rubric bolter, slightly increased time for players to react. Yeah, same thing. Burst fire attack, slightly decreased the attack length. Scarab, occult terminator ranged. Reduce the number of rocket barrages the terminator can shoot in a row. Let's go. Dude, these are a lot of good changes, man. Increased desired range for a rocket barrage. Now terminator will less likely shoot rocket barrage than the player that are close to him. Okay, so now terminators should be meleeing when you're close to them. Operations, fix a bug. Obelisk, add a notification about the chalice forgotten on the holder when leaving the location. Fix, okay, voiceover bugs. Vox, fix a bug when dying on Vox after interacting with the last altar may show defeat screen. Never seen that. General fixes, fix an issue that was causing partial save loss in some rare cases. Save loss bug. Fixed. Huge. Every bad bug has been fixed. This is a good patch. People are going to be upset about the nerfs, but this is a very good patch. Probably the best patch so far. 100%. Hey, fix the heavy bug where primary weapon will not shoot. That's nice. That's definitely nice. Tech crash fixes in general stability. Well, we will see about that. All right, so that is the bug. That is the bug fixes. That is the entire patch. I gotta say, it's a good patch. Invigorating icon might be a bit weird, but I think people will get used to it. Look how many perks they changed, man. Holy cow, this was like an entire game rework, dude. And hey, Power Fist has been buffed, so I'll take it. Good patch, great patch. I gotta get to playing now. Holy cow, that was a lot of reading.